Yo, what up, Nashville Fit Fam? It's your boy. No, it's your girl.
Wait, I didn't get it. You gotta do it again.
Oh, I gotta do it again. Okay, well, I was told to do Gerell
Okay.
in the intro today, so I think it was better before I was on, air, but here we go. Yo, what up, Fit Fam? How we feeling, Nashville? It's your boy Gerell, or it's your boy, the Gerell Webb.
You don't know my name? Wow.
See, it's hard to be you.
50 episodes in and you don't even know my name.
I put on the spot. I was under pressure.
You don't even know my name. What's going on, Sav?
I would pursue acting if I was good at it.
I think
Let's
you
put it
could.
that
I
way.
think you're pretty good. I think it was.
Yeah, but as soon as you put a camera in front of me, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That
I
person.
froze. Everybody was counting on me.
We were. The pressure. It was pressure. That's what it was. If you just came out and you would have told nobody that you were going to do it.
Yep, exactly.
You would have killed it. But then it was like, do Gerell. And you were like, but everybody's watching.
I did it once, and everybody was like, oh, my God. And then that was it. The moment passed. But trying. But anyway, I'm actually not the Gerell Webb. I know you might be fooled, but
you're the Savanna Hill.
I am the Savanna Hill. You
Yeah.
can call me Sav.
And I am the Gerell Webb.
There he is.
We are. I feel like quality time is important in any relationship.
It is.
And we're 50 episodes in. And I feel like this is our time to celebrate our anniversary.
Did you bring champagne?
It was just some one-on-one time. Terry told me that was frowned upon because of the HR situation. So when I offered, he was like, hell, we can't. So here we are.
We'll have an after party.
But we do have
Hydration. That's probably better.
hydration by Defiance Fuel. Premium structured water.
Is this my camera?
Yeah, there you go. So we can take a sip of that. Cheers to 50 episodes.
Cheers, sir.
There you go. Boom. All right. So you got to tap, Sav, and do you know it's eye contact when you?
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to go eye contact when you cheers, or 7 years of. Bad,
I thought that was
bedroom
just
cardio.
if you don't tap.
No, it's here and then it's both.
Well, I probably have a ton of bad luck coming up.
Gee, Sav.
I think I've cheers without making eye
sorry.
contact several times.
So you got to get it together. I don't know where that came from. I'm sure Terry can probably find that in our Stretch Your
Archives.
Intellect. I'm going to put him on the spot now.
Yes. Well, today's episode is brought to you guys by Squeeze Massage in Brentwood. And if you have not visited Squeeze, I've heard it's a very euphoric experience.
Yeah.
And it's
Have you
very
been
customizable.
yet?
I haven't been squozen.
Squozen? What is past tense for squeeze?
Squozen now.
Is it squozen?
now.
I don't
now
know,
it is.
guys.
We're
This
going to
feels-
decide that
yeah.
today.
Have you ever been squozen?
I have had a massage, but not at Squeeze.
Not at
So I've not been
Squeeze.
squozen.
Okay, well, you haven't been squozen yet. But from what I heard, right, is that in our next magazine, the drops is going to be a 40% coupon, 40% off coupon.
Okay.
So if you haven't been squozen yet, you can go get squeezed at Squeeze. Can we record
Squeeze?
that? I feel like that was a clip.
We should
I feel
write
like
a
that was a
jingle.
clip. There we go. See, now
You
Sav
can
got
get
to put some music
squozen at
behind it. Yeah, I mean, squeeze sounds a little, like intense.
Yep.
But from what I hear, it's more spotlight. And you can customize everything from your music to your bed height to bed
To
temperature
the scent.
to
I
the
heard.
scent that you want.
That's pretty dope.
Male or female?
Like massage
Therapist, yeah.
Honestly,
You're like,
I
thought
don't
you
care
knew.
if you have strong hands, because I've had male massage therapists who were like, like not great.
Okay.
And I've had females who had strong as F hands. Like, so as long as you have hands that know what they're doing and you know the anatomy pretty well, it doesn't matter to me.
Really? I can't.
Yeah. I haven't had any, I know that people have had some uncomfortable experiences. I haven't
had
personally.
anything?
So
Okay.
until
Yeah.
I do.
I can't do. It sounds. Make me sure I say my words right. I prefer women
That makes sense
massage
to me.
therapists.
Yeah.
And I don't. This is a good question, Terry. Question. You gotta speak loudly. Do you let your wife get massages from men?
I let my wife do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Ooh, good
Sheesh.
answer.
Not me.
Did you hear that, guys?
sorry.
He says he lets his wife
That's
do
why me
whatever
and-
she wants.
See, me and Terry are completely different people, as much as we are alike.
So if your wife were to get a massage, you would say it has to be a woman?
Yeah. If I know about it, it has to be a woman.
I get that. I would probably feel weird if my partner was getting massaged by someone of the same sex, but at the end of the day, it's like I gotta trust,
Well, it's not her.
But if
I'm
she
not worried
comes
about
back,
her.
no, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But if she comes back and tells me like, yeah, something weird happened, I'd march right into
Oh,
there. And be
see,
like,
see,
yeah,
you're ready to go. You're on.
man
You're
or
already
woman,
full tilt.
being weird.
Yeah, full tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's why.
It's got to be tricky as a massage therapist, because like we live in a Me Too kind of world, like, and I'm not saying that a lot of cases are not real
Yeah.
and valid, but like sometimes there are like over exaggerations
Yeah.
that happen. So it's like, and you're rubbing on people,
Yeah.
that's your job. So it's like, at what point are you crossing a line? Because like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, like, I don't care that they touch my butt. There are certain areas around there that I don't want them getting into, but
Yeah.
like generally there's muscles there.
I
That
absolutely care if you touch my butt, guys.
he's looking
please.
straight at the camera.
Please.
Yeah. I'll go over that thoroughly with whoever
Right.
touches me.
Feel free to get on in there. Get in there. Like, please. Have a
I'm not
limit.
about to use that verbiage. So, like, get on in there. Oh my God. Yeah, that's where I
anyway,
would draw the line.
you don't have to worry about that at Squeeze because they're very professional. We just kind of went off into a tangent.
Yeah, we were squeezing.
We were squeezing the information out of that clip.
Yes, we were.
What else is new? What's going on? Let's talk about because we were talking about it before. Let's talk about YouTube haters. Let's talk about haters online.
Okay.
How do you address your online haters?
Well,
do you clap back? Are you a clap backer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
something back. Typically, my dad always taught me when it comes to driving. This is where I like kind of carried that lesson over into everything else. But he was talking about tailgating. He was always like big on like not riding somebody's bumper, and he's like, when somebody else is riding your bumper, slow down because it makes them angrier than anything else. You can flip them the bird, you can throw a smile, you can blow them a kiss, but when you just slow down and like are unbothered, that's what bothers people the most. Is they're like, go. So I kind of take that approach when it comes to like haters, as far as people who are verbally hating me, because there's also silent haters that just
Yeah.
like don't say anything online, but like that they're out there spreading things about you. Those to me are worse because I'd rather like say it with your chest. Let's
Really?
go, and I can
Yeah.
say something back.
Okay.
So yeah, I regarding YouTube, I don't really have much of a YouTube channel. I use it for an exercise library, so I can input things for my clients. And I was telling Gerell how it surprises me sometimes when like a video will have like more views, like 500 versus 5, and I'm like, wow, people like this exercise. And then I got a hater that was saying something about a complex exercise where I was like combining like a clean and then a lunge with a press or something. I don't know. But this guy was like, why don't you just do one at a time and you'll get more out of it? And that's not really hate, but it's like, kind of condescending. And I just said, I'll do what I want. I don't really get into it unless it's like somebody's genuinely like curious, like,
Yeah.
why are you doing it this way? That's a question. I can answer that with a why.
Yeah.
But if somebody's just saying shit just to say it, it's like you just gotta let it roll off. And I'll
Yeah.
respond back, but It'll be like I'll blow a kiss or something,
Yeah.
like. But I'm not about to like argue unless it's like worth it.
Oh yeah. See,
What about you?
I argue.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with it.
but you
I
like
want-
to start.
I want all the smoke, baby.
You'll start the fire, though.
No, I won't. I never
I'm
started.
pretty sure I've seen it on Instagram. Like the entire video was like, I'm probably gonna piss some people off, but
Yeah. But that's because I already know the opinion before.
yeah.
Like I've heard the opinions before. I've given my opinion on why. Like if we talk about something like Ozempic, like or waist trainers or tummy tea. Like I know there are people out there who sell those things and make a great living at that. So I know when I say that this doesn't work, it's gonna piss some people off, right?
Sure.
So I lead with that, like, and I don't care. Now if they comment under that and say, well, then now
Yeah.
I can, but I try not to. My wife is very good at like, yo, you gotta don't like
Pick your battles.
yeah.
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 It's just not worth your time.
Because and sometimes people will do it just to get a response. out of
Exactly.
you. And that's you made their day by replying to them.
Right.
And they have nothing
Sometimes
else
I'll
to
keep
do.
the conversation going just because they're like giving more comments on my post.
Yeah.
Keep it coming,
Yeah.
hater. Like we'll keep talking about this all day because
Yeah,
you're
you
just
tag
racking
5
up the
people.
comments on this
Yeah.
post.
You send it to 5 people. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Thank you for sharing my
Yeah.
content. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, what's like what kind of haters do you get?
I mean, it's usually gonna be something one off because I do a lot of fitness with humor as well, and so I'll get more stuff on the humor stuff than I do on like the actual fitness stuff. Because you can't argue with me about the fitness stuff, but obviously, like, just based on what I'm posting, because I don't post anything super crazy, right? Like, I don't
No.
do, it's pretty basic.
I love what you post.
Well, thank you, Sav.
I think it is funny.
Well,
It cracks me up a lot.
I appreciate
I
it.
imagine that people are like really like politically correct with your humorous posts. Like they're like, actually,
Yeah, it'll be so,
It's like, okay.
it's something like that. It's like, yo, this was clearly a joke.
Just chill.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like the times, like, if I'm really upset, I'll DM you before I comment.
Yeah.
Like, reply to
Let's
the
have
comment.
an adult
And
conversation.
let's have the conversation, like, without the crowd.
Right.
And if you're serious about having a conversation, then we can do that as well.
Yeah.
But usually it's just gonna be something like crazy, like you can tell they're trying to get a reaction out of you, and I don't give them that unless I'm just I'm in a mood today. I'm like, forget it, let's do it.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Like, if I'm in a mood, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, let's go down that rabbit hole, baby. Let's see
Because
where it goes.
you have to be secure enough with yourself and like your presence, I guess, online to like do that.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, because I get a lot of like condescending things. Like,
I don't do name calling.
yeah.
Like, you can disagree with me, but if you're like, man, this is the stupidest thing. You're so stupid for something like that. Then
That's
I'm going to
childish.
I'm going to reply to that just because.
What would you say to that?
Probably
Like, this is so stupid. You're a stupid dumbhead.
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck you talking to? I'm sorry, chick. You can find me for that. I'm sorry. That's probably my reply though. Like, and I'll comment and DM it to you, so to make sure that you see it.
There you go.
Like seriously, like, again, we can disagree.
Yeah.
Even like politically. Like, I have clients from like literally every background, right? And we disagree on a lot of different things. If the conversation is respectful and we can lead and end in respect, then I'm cool with you feeling however. If you can explain to me why you love whoever you love, cool, right?
And we can walk away from that
walk away. We just
conversation.
disagree on that. Like, that's
Still
okay.
disagree,
Yeah. But if you get to a place of disrespect, that's when I can't rock.
I think
with
that's
you.
the key word is like respect. Like, you can have respect for another human being that has completely different values and beliefs and whatever than you do. But if you're disrespectful to that person for having that, that's when people fight, and get in arguments versus debates. And like, I agree completely. So like, as far as like hater comments and stuff, I do think I have more like silent haters that like don't say anything, but like just don't like me, and that's fine. But
I appreciate
I'm not
that.
going to keep up with that
I
or
appreciate
chase it
them
down.
more.
And
don't say
You
like,
know?
because I see stuff on Instagram or on YouTube every day that I don't agree
Of course,
with, and I just keep scrolling.
yeah.
I don't have to comment. I don't agree with it. I
Because
don't have to, like.
There are things that I
This
get
is
like
your
really
page,
fired
yeah.
up about that I
Yeah.
see that I'm like, whoa, I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
And I scroll on by
Scroll
because
by.
I had a mentor one time that I was getting a bunch of hateful comments on a mobility post. It was a party trick. Like, I was doing push-ups on my wrists.
Yeah.
And I think this person said something along the lines of like, if you don't like it, you can literally delete it or block it. Like, you don't have to look at it if it's bothering you. Like, what you're doing is what you're doing. It's like a display of mobility. It's it's obvious that you're not training your clients to do this. Like, you're having fun with your fitness. Like, you should be allowed to do that. So like, if people are hating on it, like, you don't have to listen to it. So I'll literally just block you if you're bothering me. I don't have time for this.
See, I don't block people. I have like,
That's cool.
I may have like 2 people blocked 3 people blocked right now, and they're exes. So.
Well, if you're coming to my page and you're not interested in the value that I'm trying to add to whoever's following me, and like, you're clearly trying to tell me that it's not valuable or call me a name like we're in freaking 8th grade, like, okay, butt face, like, bye. Like, I don't have time for this. Like,
I'm gonna block you.
let me move on.
Again, I'll just reply. And this can go wherever you want it to go.
Yeah.
However you want it to go, I'm prepared either way.
Yeah.
Right. But feel free to continue being a fan.
I'm gonna hit you up next time I get a hater comment.
You should.
And I'm gonna ask you what would Gerell say.
Should. Now, I don't know if you
That'll
want
be
to. I don't know if you want to follow that or not, Sav. But
I don't know. It'd be entertaining for me. At least one time, I'd be entertained. All right, let's get into our next segment. So we're trying out some new things today. This next segment is
Sav. Before we jump into that, we have to tell you guys that we are where
Oh, yes.
Yeah, where are we right now?
We
we are
are-
in the Game Day Men's Health studio, and we're 15 minutes into our podcast. But I want, if you're listening, you know where we are now. So I want to make sure that
Yes.
because you came in as me, so you didn't. Do
That's
the,
true.
So it's
well,
that's
like
why.
I said, nobody can
That's
do you
why.
like you,
know, I
Gerell.
know, Terry was like, "Yo, you're not gonna do the." So okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was put on the
To
spot
Game
and I
Day,
forgot
yeah.
again.
Yeah, he just went right into it. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead into the next.
I
one.
formally apologize to Game Day Men's Health for not plugging that like 3 times in a row. But to be fair, I drank a Red Bull before this, and those are not typically in my diet, so I can feel it in my blood. All right, next segment is
Can't
called.
feel my face right now. Yeah, right.
Next segment is called Factor Feelings, brought to you by Treehouse Recovery. And essentially, it's not the basket of debate.
For whatever reason, I feel a way about that.
The basket
Sav.
is here.
Let's talk about that factor feeling. My feelings about about eliminating the basket of debate. You know, I feel like that was a standard.
So we'll grab one.
Do we grab one apiece? How are we doing this? Or is it okay?
And I guess while you're grabbing yours, I'll read this one. I guess we're going to discuss facts or feelings or is it and feelings? It says or, but like. Okay, we're going to start with our feelings and with facts. Okay, Weight Watchers.
Okay.
I don't know why it's so exciting for me to like debatable things.
Are you going first?
Let me think about it.
Okay.
Because I don't, to be fair, know much about Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like along the Ozempic thing
They
for
just
me.
embraced Ozempic. They're gonna start.
I think like
incorporating some glutides.
if you
into-
really need the weight to come off because your joints like, like say you're severely obese and you know that you need to get that weight off.
Yeah.
Starting a fitness program is not that easy, compared to somebody who's like, okay, yeah, I'm like 30, 50 pounds overweight. Like if you're like 100, 200 pounds overweight, it's going to be hard for you to walk properly. So Ozempic is one of those things that's like, if you really need the weight to come off initially, it's not a permanent solution, but it will at least get some of that weight off so that you can move,
Yeah, I definitely think it has a place.
Right. So with Weight Watchers, I feel like it's similar. I think it's a guided, like sort of diet. It is a diet. It's Weight Watchers. It's been around forever, but I think if you get like dependent on it, that's where you can see trouble, where you start to be like, oh, I have to have, I don't even know how they do like measurements, because I know every program like this is different. Like some have points. I think Weight Watchers does points.
Yeah. Their points are with food.
Right.
So instead of counting calories, they count points. So
Points.
you get 20 points a day or whatever, and you count those points. So you're like, oh,
Right.
a brownie is 12 points. I only have 20. So do I want to use my 12 points on a brownie, or can I do some salmon, broccoli, and rice and have 8 points?
Gotcha. Yeah.
I think everything isn't for everybody, but it's for somebody.
Yeah.
And so like I know I'm not the trainer for everybody. Very upfront, aggressive, high energy, intense type of trainer. Some people need hugs and love, and you can do it. That's not what you're going to necessarily get from me. That is a Weight Watchers approach. It's more like almost, if I had to compare it, like AA, right? So you got food, they give you a diet, and then, once a week you have a community meeting. Like you come there and you say, I had a good week. We do weigh-ins. I'm down 5 pounds. Great job, Sav. You're down 5. So it's like they create their own community of,
Gotcha. Yeah.
of people. It feels very much like group therapy. Almost. So I can see, Sav is struggling with this. It's not just me that's struggling with this. So
Right.
is she, right?
It's community. Yeah.
Yeah. So it gives you that. So I think that's the good part of it. I think the opposite side of that is that people do become dependent, and there is not a lot of accountability. It is always, it's okay if you have it's fine. No one is ever, hey, you got to just get your stuff together.
Right.
Right.
And there's probably
But they
no, like,
make money off of you being there.
Exactly.
As long as you're there, like, you keep paying your money, you keep coming to the groups. And if
That's the
if you
fact
become
part for
dependent,
me.
Yeah, if you become dependent on the group, then, and not the single accountability, then
Right.
that's the part where you kind of get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, and there's no exit plan.
Yeah.
Like if you do, that's like literally how I ended up with an eating disorder, was like, okay, I did a certain thing for a while and I was pretty disciplined with it. And then I didn't know how to change my goals once I actually like lost all that weight. It's like, do you know how to like eat if you've like, okay, I've lost the weight I need to lose. Now I need to build some muscle and like maintain.
Life's too short to be stressed, and your body deserves the best. That's where Squeeze Massage in Brentwood, Tennessee comes in. Picture a massage experience that's not just relaxing, but truly tailored to you. At Squeeze, we've got your back, literally, with a way better massage experience designed to make you feel your absolute best. From the moment you book through our easy-to-use app, you'll notice the difference. Customize your massage, manage your preferences, and enjoy hassle-free tipping all in just a few taps. Our licensed therapists are pros at helping you unwind, de-stress, and rejuvenate, making every visit a luxurious escape. So why wait? Treat yourself to the ultimate in self-care. Visit squeezemassage.com to book your appointment today and experience the perfect blend of luxury, convenience, and personalization. Squeeze Massage in Brentwood, Tennessee, because you deserve nothing less.
And, you know, stay healthy, work on my joints and things like that. Like, do you know how to eat for that?
Yeah.
Because it changes,
Yep.
you know? And I didn't know. I didn't have the education. I followed things like Weight Watchers. Like I did P90X, and Shaun T does the whole insanity. And then what was that? Shakeology. And Shakeology was about why?
Yeah, like
because
Beachbody,
replacing meals with shakes and stuff like that. So, yeah, I do see like the benefits of it for sure. And like, yeah, I totally agree. Like it might not be for everybody, but it's for somebody.
Yeah.
And I do think it's very helpful for a lot of people. But just being mindful of like, it is a business, you know, with a marketing
100%.
strategy,
Yeah.
and they want you to keep doing it, you know, and at a certain point, like you may not need it anymore.
Yeah, and they rebranded so many different times. Like
they're brilliant,
which
honestly.
it's like they've been around for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
You know, so
And that's a fact. They're very successful.
Yeah.
Company.
All right. This is a hot topic. CrossFit. What are your facts and what are your feelings?
That is a great question, because my feelings about it vary depending on who is coaching. Because I think there are excellent CrossFit coaches, and but that goes for any modality of fitness. It's hard to speak on facts about CrossFit because I'm not a CrossFitter, but I know CrossFitters. My feelings are, I hate to say it, you guys, but you are a little culty. But it's cool because you have your community. You love each other, and that's awesome. Like, what more can you ask for with fitness? You know, like to have a community. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But that's, I want to be careful what I say here, because I don't think CrossFit is inherently bad. I just think it can be a lot it's like, it almost feels like it's one size fits all in a lot of gyms. Not every gym, like I said, depending on who's coaching. But one size fits all is not like fitness. Like everybody is individually going to be different. Are there blueprints for things? Yes, but like, it is a fact that a lot of people get injured doing CrossFit, but it's also a fact that people get injured doing like walking down the street. So, you know,
Sav, you're so careful. You want me
I'm being really careful because
okay.
I like have a lot of friends who love CrossFit, and it's like they live, eat, and breathe CrossFit, and I don't want to take something they love away from them or like crap on it.
Hey Terry, get my fine money ready.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Listen, so I'll start with the facts. The facts are CrossFit has done more for the fitness industry than any other fitness modality ever created.
Like what?
Like as far as exposure goes, there's nothing bigger than CrossFit.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's ever been bigger than what CrossFit.
Very true.
What CrossFit has become. The facts are, again, everything isn't for everybody. It's my biggest hiccup with CrossFit, right? Between that and their programming. Their programming is horrible. At no point in your life should you be doing 50 of any type of Olympic lifts box
I
jumps,
couldn't stand by that.
burpees, like you're doing things that are max effort, and whenever you do max
Capacity.
effort, you do low reps, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm doing a high box jump, it's 3 to 5.
Thank you.
Right? It's
Thank you,
not
Gerell.
50 in a row.
Oh my
right?
gosh.
It's not pick up the weight however you can pick it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you get hurt. CrossFit is an extreme sport. The
Mm-hmm.
same way I wouldn't jump on a BMX bike
Mm-hmm.
and ride and jump off of a ramp. Like my week 2 of riding a bike,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be jumping into a CrossFit
That's a great
class.
comparison,
right?
actually.
It's extreme. It's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Sally Soccer Mom should not be jumping in CrossFit class, jumping to hang clean and press, to box jumps, to like it's just extreme, right? That's what they do. They're professionals at that for a reason, right? And so that's why we get, whenever you push extremes, you also have to welcome injuries, because that's where injuries come. When you're tired, when you're out of breath, you lose form, right? So I always say never sacrifice form for more reps. And that is the opposite in CrossFit. It is move the weight however you can move it. Get to 50 however you can get to, as
For
fast as
time.
possible,
Yeah.
for time, as many reps as possible, right? That is my dislike about CrossFit. The like that I have about CrossFit is the exposure piece of what it did for the fitness industry. So many people jumped into CrossFit to get healthy, to get in shape, and either didn't like it, got hurt, or whatever, and they
Yeah, those
stayed
are my
within the
clients.
industry and moved on to, okay, this isn't for me, so maybe I need to dial it back a little. Like, even
It's not even dialing it back. It's just literally like, like you said, it's like an extreme sport. So
Yeah.
you're not dialing it back any more than you were like, you're still like all those people who try CrossFit and get hurt. They're my clients.
yeah, or a chiropractor.
So thank you, CrossFit.
Or and that's what I mean by, like,
Yeah.
they have done so much for the industry in general, but you also just saw a guy who just died swimming.
Yeah. And
Right?
to
And
be
nobody
fair,
knew, like, what happened to do? Like,
as far as facts, I do want to be fair about that because I immediately wanted to blame CrossFit for that. But I read more about how he died, and it was not essentially like he had pre-existing heart conditions going on before that. So he could have been doing anything. But yeah, I mean, it's tragic.
yeah, but someone should have been there to see that.
True.
That's my point. And
Yeah.
it's like, hey, go out there. And it is to the extreme, right? That's kind of there. It's extreme,
Right.
right? Like,
That's a great way to put it.
So-
I've never thought of it as an extreme sport, but that's exactly what it is.
yeah, it's as much reps.
The problem
as much
I
weight
have
as
with
possible.
it is like it's kind of tied into why you like it. The exposure piece for the fitness industry, yes, great. But also it's that way that they're like, come do CrossFit, soccer mom, or guy in his 50s that just wants his college body back and will do anything to get it, and including like tear a lat
Yeah.
entirely.
Well, the
like-
facts are you should be lifting heavy, right? Like,
Yes.
The facts are you should be doing conditioning work. The facts are there are ways to program that, though, right?
Exactly.
Like, as a D1 athlete, we had to earn our weight, right? You don't just jump in day one. They teach Olympic lifts, but you might be at the end of your freshman year before you ever like really start doing them for real. After we've done so much training and barbell work and
Yep.
right. So before we put you up on a barbell, you need to master this goblet squat. Let me see you master a squat pattern before
Right.
we throw a barbell on your back.
That's another thing to be
so
said
it's just so
about-
many different progressions that you have to go through, and I don't know that CrossFit covers all of those progressions for the length of time that you need to. It maybe at first, here's a PVC pipe, here's the now try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And regarding Olympic lifting has been around a lot longer than CrossFit. Like people have been doing that for a long time. And that's what CrossFit took and said, okay, we're going to like supersize that for everybody. Or like one size fits all. But like, I'm telling you, Olympic lifting is one of the most technical sports.
It's a skill.
It's so technical. And yes, it is a skill that is earned.
Yeah.
And I was being coached by somebody who was purely an Olympic lifter, not a CrossFitter, purely Olympic lifts. And when he went to coach me, it was the most technical, most like, I don't want to say like it was like rocket science, but it was like, oh, I'm really going to have to put in like most of my
Yep.
time.
Doing this.
I have to
Yep.
focus on this entirely
Yep.
if I'm going to get good at it
Everything
and do
else
it
is accessory
correctly.
work.
Exactly.
Yep.
And at the time, I realized I was building my career. I was into kettlebells, and I'm like,
Yep.
I don't have the time to
Yep.
really actually dial into this. Therefore,
And to
I'm not
master
going to
it.
be an
Yep.
Olympic lifter,
Yep.
and I don't know how to coach Olympic lifts. And I honestly like kind of refuse to coach Olympic lifts in those kind of settings like group fitness because I'm not technically proficient in that, and I need to be humble about that because there is a very specific technique, and I'd rather do it the Olympic lifting way than like the CrossFit way.
Yep. Well,
So.
there you have it, guys. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the next segment called In or Out. You guys stay in. Pause.
Hey there, entrepreneurs. Are you ready to fast track your business success? Tune into the Ground Up Podcast, your ultimate business guide brought to you by Roy Mangrum and Terry Bargy. Whether you're just starting out or looking to skip those common business pitfalls, we've got you covered. Our mission is to help everyday entrepreneurs like you achieve stability and success faster than ever. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the Ground Up Podcast today, and let's build your business from the ground up. Available on all major streaming platforms. Don't miss it.
And we're bringing it back in to this episode, and we're on our next segment. So hopefully you're still in because this segment is called In or Out, brought to you by Pro Vita, a gym in Germantown. Great people, great gym. But yeah, same kind of setup. I'm assuming we grab something out of the basket.
It's more of a shorter answer. Like,
Yeah.
Are you in on this or are you out on
Cool.
it?
Cool.
Right. So I'm curious to see these topics. I feel like Terry set us up with these.
He loves to play on our personalities.
Oh man, this is a good one. I'm not gonna lie, this is a good one because I know we're opposites. I think we're opposites on this one.
Okay.
Barefoot workouts.
In.
Yeah, I know. I'm out.
Why?
I'm out.
Why?
I'm out. Being a part of the African American community, we're very clean people.
I know
And
black people who work
gyms-
out without shoes.
Yes. Now, with that being said, we are all not the same, right?
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah,
I know
right.
black people are voting for Trump, and I know black people are voting for Kamala too.
Sure.
We are
and
all for different
white people
reasons. We're
too,
not
yeah.
the same,
Yeah,
right?
no, I get it.
So, as a whole, though, we were taught not to be in public places barefoot. The gym, for one, is one of those places because it is. I see the purpose. Yes, like especially if I'm heavy squatting or heavy deadlift, I will. Barefoot, no. Socks, yes.
I think that's generally what I assume that means. Like barefoot,
Yeah.
like I'm wearing barefoot shoes. That to me is like barefoot training.
But would you take those off?
I would have.
Just-
I'm with you on the like sanitary aspect.
Yeah,
that's
like,
why I wear these.
It's just so much going on in the gym atmosphere. Like I don't want to be in there with my shoes off.
Totally.
Like I don't like laying on the floor. If
yeah,
I'm being honest,
I don't like putting my face down there either.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't like especially if I'm about to go to the bathroom in between sets or something.
Yeah,
you best believe I'm gonna put some shoes on.
Right. So,
You.
so the way you feel about the bathroom, how I feel about like the gym floor.
Sure, I
Like-
feel that about the gym floor too.
Yeah.
So I'll go socks before I go barefoot.
Okay.
Ever. I can't tell you the last time I had my bare feet on the floor.
Like I see it all the time. And
I'll
I'm
go
like-
bare feet on grass.
And that makes me not want to get on the floor even more. Like when I see people walk barefoot on, I'm like, there's no
They
way
put
I'm
their
laying on
bare
this
ass
floor.
feet on the floor.
There's
Gross.
no way I'm laying on the floor.
I totally get that.
Yeah,
I think
like-
it's more about the concept of like what it's doing for your joints to
Yes.
like not have big thick ass soles underneath
Yes.
you while you're lifting heavy weight,
Yes.
being grounded. But like to me, this would constitute as barefoot training,
gotcha.
or even in socks. That's
Yeah.
still barefoot.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
a thin layer. You're still able to connect with the ground a little bit more than wearing like your Nikes. As
Yeah.
cool
So
as they are.
guys, these are my running shoes. But
They're
I also
nice.
think they're fashionable and they match my outfit today.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little pop of color, so I wore 'em. But I would never lift in these. You'd never see me lifting these shoes. And if I so happen to go to the gym and these were what I was wearing, I would take them off. If I'm doing upper body, or I'll take them off and I'm going like barefoot.
So you're technically in with barefoot training.
Technically, but not in.
Not like literally like
Yeah.
bare feet on
Yeah.
the gym floor. I get that. I think I'm with you on
Okay.
that. If it's like if we're gonna break down that in and out, like
Yeah.
you've heard it.
But Metcons are like
But this is your
I'll rock
opportunity to buy a pair of Vivos and train barefoot without having to be disgusting. And you can use my code SAV10. Okay.
There you go.
Anyway, for real though, it changes everything. You'll be stronger. Half marathons, in or out?
I've done a couple, so I gotta say I'm in.
I'm in. I haven't done one. I
Yeah.
just don't see why I would be out.
Yeah, I've done a couple.
I think they're great.
I'm in. I'm in on them.
I think somebody.
You're out. You're out,
Well-
Terry? You're done with them, but
You're out because you were in.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you've done so many. Yeah,
I can see people who are really into running
Yeah.
going, I'm out because full marathon are best. Like, I can see that being,
Wow.
but that's
Okay.
not me. I think if you're doing a 5K and it's the first time you've ever done anything like that, then good for freaking you. You go,
Yeah.
Glenn Coco, because 5K is still hard. Half marathon is still hard. Full marathon is the hardest, but, some people run 100 miles
right. I
at
know a girl
once.
does there's no way.
Yeah,
girl who
I know
does
a
the
few
100
people
miles.
who
Yeah.
have done like 100 milers, like
No
trail
way.
races and stuff. Man,
Not gonna do it.
that's some intense stuff. That's awesome.
Not gonna do it. Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna. I'll hike out there for like
I got 2 more.
10 miles, maybe. Yeah, you want to do 2 more?
Yeah. We have. Let me get back in here. Hold on. Oh man, I would get this one. Fanny packs. So first of all, let me be very clear with you guys. All right, I don't wear a fanny pack. I wear a crossbody, and that's because I like to carry things in my crossbody. I'll say that. Emphasize on carry.
Okay.
That's why I use.
Why are we emphasizing carry?
Can I say why I emphasize carry? Okay, yeah, carry. Thanks.
Okay. All right. I'll fill myself
Yeah,
in
we'll
on
talk.
that one later.
But so that's why I rock my crossbody because, like, I'm using athleisure wear. I don't want like keys and like I'll be walking. I was sitting there like this, like big. My pockets are stuffed. Can't move around. Can't do anything.
Yeah.
So
Let me ask you this: does your crossbody bag have an adjustable strap?
yes, of course, because all bodies are the same. I feel like it's a setup question. You have to. Yes, it has to be an adjustable strap.
So it technically could fit
It is
around
defined
your
as
waist.
it is defined as no. On the tag it says crossbody. It doesn't say fanny pack.
I believe is it Lulu?
Yes.
Yeah, theirs is like a famous crossbody bag, and they do label it as such. So I will give you that.
See,
it is a
thank you.
crossbody bag, and that is its intended design.
I feel like fanny packs have multiple zippers. That's the difference.
Okay.
Like fanny packs has like layers of zippers.
I have a
where
fanny
you
pack
have
that's meant to be a
different-
fanny pack that has one. I feel like crossbody bags have more zippers.
No, they have different compartments.
So are they not zipped up? Like,
Sometimes, or it could be a button. Mine only has one zipper.
I'm
was
about
very,
this.
I was
I
very
hope you
clear
know.
about like, listen, it's a crossbody.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of flack about my crossbody.
Well, you know what we
I
said
like
about
it.
haters.
Yeah,
F them.
I like my crossbody.
You
It's
rock that crossbody.
It's very
Gerell.
functional.
It is.
It's very
That's why
functional.
fanny packs exist.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I hate you,
I
Sav.
love fanny packs. I am like
You're
your
in?
granola girl that will go on her hike with her fanny pack. I brought fanny packs everywhere I go.
You pack granola. See, that's the difference between a crossbody.
I don't
and a
carry one
fanny
around
pack.
like while I'm just like bopping around right now, but if I travel, I always got one. But I
You
wear
have
it
a
as a
purse?
crossbody a lot.
You have a purse?
No,
No purse?
no.
Where
This
you
is
put
why I
your
have a
stuff?
fanny pack.
But
In
you
my
don't
fanny
carry.
pack.
But you don't carry your fanny
Probably
pack.
backpack. I don't like today, but I have.
Okay.
Usually when I'm traveling, like if I'm going somewhere, I like having a fanny pack that
And
I
you
can
put it
either
like across your.
sometimes
Okay.
depends on like when I was hiking Kilimanjaro,
Yeah.
I definitely had it here because I had like a
backpack.
water bottle and a backpack and like it was in my way here
Yeah.
versus like being around, and then I'll sometimes scoot it to the side if it's like messing with my walking, you know,
Yeah.
because I don't know if it's full enough, I guess it can do that, but it's distracting having it right there in the center, so I'll put it over the side where I'll lengthen the strap and make it a crossbody. But yeah, I don't know, I'm in with fanny packs though. I think they're my mom used to carry one a lot when we would go on
See?
family vacations.
See?
and it was all you would see because she would turn hers around.
Yep.
And it would be on her literal
It's purple.
fanny, and like her butt. It would be sitting up on the backside, and so we would
swing
always
that thing around.
And
Like,
she
here, Sav,
walks really
take a-
fast,
Yeah.
and like she's like leading the family through Disney World, and we're all like, look for the
Just
fanny
follow
pack.
the fanny
There's
pack.
the fanny pack.
Follow the
Exactly.
fanny pack.
Exactly. So save me from getting lost at Disney World a ton of times. So go fanny pack. I just think
All
they're
that,
fun.
yes.
And they're
Saved
back
my
in
life.
too.
Fanny pack saved my life.
A memoir. All right, last one. Men in crop tops. In. Ding. Because I think I have several friends that rock it, and I think it's great.
Terry's trying to get me fired, man. I have to be out on that. Have to be
why
out
can
on
I
that.
sue?
I have to be have to be out on that.
Why not? Why not?
Sheesh, man. Terry, I'm trying to find my words here. So I think, again, everything isn't for everybody. Yeah, that's where I go with that. Everything isn't for everybody.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah,
I mean, if that's all you need to say, this.
yeah.
I get it. I can tell you right now, I haven't seen any crop tops on men where I'm like, like where it really like, is like a sight that I haven't seen before, because I think I've just seen it a lot. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of men in crop tops. I don't know why. Fitness. I don't know. Like they wear the biker shorts too.
The biker shorts and crop tops.
I'm talking like jacked dudes. Like they're big men and they're wearing
Yeah.
crop tops.
Yeah, not.
It's kind of like the new muscle tank for some
Is
guys.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
It
know.
feels like going back to like the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that?
No. Like I wouldn't wear a mesh shirt either. So,
See, I'd wear that too.
yeah.
Okay, well,
I
so going
would-
through the
yeah.
list, we had men in crop tops, half marathons, that was the last
Fanny
one.
packs.
Fanny packs was the first one,
What was the first one?
and I was in for
You were
all
in?
three of those. Oh, barefoot training.
Barefoot training.
Yeah, I was in for everything.
Yeah.
And you were out for most things.
I feel like Terry knew he did it on purpose. Yeah, did it on purpose.
That says a
yeah.
lot about us.
It
right
does,
there.
right?
That's like, I'm in for men in crop tops. Let's run a half marathon in our fanny packs.
I think the only thing I was
With
in
barefoot
for
shoes
was,
on.
was half marathons, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're moving to Stretch Your Intellect. Today it is brought to you by, I can't read that. What is it brought to us by, Sav?
It is
Somebody
brought to
the
you by
positive.
Spread the Positive.
Spread the positive. Okay. There was
That
a leg
is
right there. Okay,
home
camera
base
leg.
right here. Our boy Trent over here on the ones and twos or whatever.
Trent, you have to pay for that? I was just curious. No? Oh, okay. So we didn't get a.
But
Jeez, man.
Trent is awesome, and he
That's something I'm
quite
paying for it right now.
literally-
Jeez, Trent, my goodness.
he
God.
quite literally does spread the positive, especially like when I follow you on Instagram and I watch your story. There's always like some reel or something that he's found where it's like the most heartwarming thing about spreading the positive. It's like, I don't know, somebody, like a kid helping another kid or something at school. I don't know. I
Clearly,
love it.
clearly
makes me-
we have two different pages that we're following. Maybe Trent has a burner page because the one that I follow online bullies me about my golf game. So I don't know if that's too much of spreading the positive or not.
I think that's
but,
personal between you
But I
two.
think that's this maybe a burner spread the positive. A burner.
Well, if you want to feel good about your golf game, you and I will go golfing sometime, and then you'll feel like $1 million. That would be so fun. I used to golf on the middle school team. I was terrible, but I just liked that I didn't have to run.
As from a place of love, okay.
That's something I actually really enjoy is going to the driving range. But that's like a whole other topic. Okay. Stretch Your Intellect brought to you by Spread the Positive. Would you like to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay.
Let's see what we have.
All right. UFO sighting. Yes. Yeah, Trent was with me on that. Totally.
In? Trent's like in. Yeah,
In
where?
for sure.
Show me where.
Aliens are real. Okay. In the 1980s, there was a well-documented UFO sighting in Nashville. Residents reported seeing a strange triangular object hovering in the sky, which led to numerous theories and speculations, but no concrete explanation was ever provided. Well, I'll be Googling that after this.
Jeez.
I didn't know that.
No?
Nope. 1980s.
Yeah. I mean,
It's probably some guy in Cheatham County, like, hey, what?
definitely.
It's like hallucinating because he's drunk or
It's
something.
always some guy in a random cow patch.
Yeah,
Like,
I swear. There's a
yeah, he was
triangle
there.
in the
Like,
sky.
I was out here. And it's, right.
I ain't never heard my dog hollering like that before, I
Yeah.
swear.
Took my dog. Yeah. All right. I have, apparently, Belmont has Crypts. I didn't know there was gang activity there.
Oh, what?
Crypt at Belmont Mansion. So there was one black Crypt. No, I'm just playing. Belmont Mansion on the
I was like, what kind of crip are we talking about here?
Belmont Mansion on the Belmont University campus right here in Nashville has a hidden crypt underneath it, like a burial crypt,
Yeah,
not
ew.
gang activity crypt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Terry. Did you see that? I'm sorry. Don't post that. The mansion was built in the 1850s by Adelicia Acklin. Is that right? Okay, a wealthy socialite, and it was a mysterious history, including the secret burial chamber. Yeah. So
That
apparently
sounds sketchy.
there's dead people up under Belmont University.
Do the students do that?
Um,
I don't think that's in their orientation.
they do now. If they don't,
Just so you know, welcome everyone.
Right, hey,
Freshman
guys.
year, we have
we're
dead
gonna
people.
we're gonna take you
under
through
the
for our first stop today. We're gonna take you through
a crypt.
right.
Cool. I'm gonna spend my tuition elsewhere at Chapel Roan. Do you remember that from last time? We're at Chapel Roan. It's not a college, but it sounds like one. Ah, you guys missed it.
Yeah.
I am dad. Chapel Roan, the music artist, that's really popular right now. I saw a meme. A friend of mine posted a meme. It was like, Chapel Roan sounds awfully a lot like some college campus where football is like, you know, their thing, kind of like Notre Dame, Chapel Roan, right? I don't know. Everybody's like making it weird now. I mean,
We gotta find one. Gotta find a button.
well,
We'll download it for the next.
leave it to
for the
me to
next
like
episode.
spiderweb off on something else.
Yeah.
But all right, UFOs, CrossFit,
Crypts
Crypts,
at Belmont.
fanny packs.
Apparently, yeah. That should be the title of
talked
this.
about a lot.
Crypts at Belmont. That'll get everybody to click. I guarantee you, Terry. Let us do it, please.
No, for sure.
Yes, like that will get views. Crypts at Belmont is going to be the title of this.
I love it. Yeah, you got to have a strong
Yeah.
hook. You know, there it is.
Yeah, Gerell and Sav talk about the Crypts at Belmont. Yeah, I love it. There you go.
Well,
That
Gerell,
should cover my fine money for this episode.
Is there anything you would like to leave our audience with today?
Guys, I love you all. But Jesus loves you best.
Heartwarming.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about how I was gonna.
I gotcha. Guess who's not the bad guy anymore? I came back.
see.
Jesus always brings you back. That's how you know when you get in trouble. Just talk about Jesus. Listen, guys.
Praise the
Jesus.
Lord.
Yeah, Jesus always brings you back.
And you are forgiven.
Yeah, nobody can hate you for talking about Jesus. Well, I'm sure somebody will, but
I guess what I have to say is be yourself. F the haters. Keep doing you. And shine bright like a diamond.
there you go. All the cliches right there.
I know. Just strung together. Catch me at the end of a class
Yeah.
that I'm coaching, and then you'll hear some real I can really get into it. But for now, shine bright like a diamond.
There she is.
Can't go wrong with that one because it's Rihanna.
There you go. All right, making my way downtown.
Oh,
I am the Gerell Webb. This is my girl.
I am Savanna. You can call me Sab. Love you guys.
There you go.